Hello everyone. In our previous video, we saw about loops and different types of loops. In today's video, we will see about one more important concept in Python called functions. So what are functions are? Functions are a set of code which performs specific task and it can be reused again and again whenever we want. So why it is important is if you write it once you can use it hundreds and thousands of times. It will save time and space. So let's see how to implement functions in Python. So let's say you are you want to move the car forward 4 times. Then what you will do, you will just put print move forward. This line you will just put 4 times, right? So you got move forward 4 times. But if you want to print move forward using functions, it is bit more easier. First of all, the syntax of functions is def function name. Here you must not leave space between the name, and you should follow the same naming rules as of the variables which you learnt in previous videos. Colon and then indentation response. So response can be how much ever lines you want, but all the lines must be indented inside this function. And then once this function is defined, this def is the keyword. It means define. So you are defining this function. This is function name. Whenever you want to execute this response, you will call this function name only. So this is the simple concept of function. Let's just try to build the logic in function for this same print move forward 4 times. So what you will do is you have to define a function, right? So here I am putting def. Let's take function name as moving forward. Whatever name you want you can keep. Open and close parenthesis colon print move forward. So that's it. We have declared our function. So this is a simple function. So if you run it now, you will not see anything because you didn't call the function. Unless and until you call the function, the codes inside the function will not get executed. So for calling the function, what you will do, I told we have to call the name, right? So the name here is moving forward. And then important thing is with this open and close parenthesis you have to write, otherwise it will show error. So I'm just copy pasting 4 times. So as you see, we got the same output. So now you may think like it took the same time for using the second method functions and as well as the first method writing print 4 times, right? But think like this, you sometime you may have a function that contains 400-600 lines and you want to use those 400-600 lines many times. That time you can't write those 400-600 lines again and again and again and again, right? Like if you want to make a simple change in those 400-600 lines for the second time, and third time you have to make some more other changes in those 400-600 lines, then you can't write everything again and again, right? So in those cases you can use functions. If you put those 400-600 lines in this function, and then if you just call the function by its name and you can make some changes you want there, then everything will be executed, and it may be time saving and as well as space saving. So this is the simple concept of function. It is declare once, use how much ever time you want. That's it. So we have seen today the basics of function, what is function and how to declare function. There are some more types of functions and some advanced concepts which we will see in future videos. That's it for today. Thank you.